You, Vice President Kumar. Okay, we're getting to public comments. Are there any blue cards for topics that are not related on the agenda?
We have one blue card. Susan Garcia.
Hello, I'm Susan Garcia, a resident of Union City, a retired Logan English teacher and house principal, a mother of 4, and now a grandmother of 2 boys, one of which is currently a student at Kitayama. I'd like to address the current Beyond the Bell situation. Beyond the Bell is the New Haven's after-school program. Our current situation, if you look on New Haven's website, is there are no openings for the 24-25 school year. There is a wait list. My grandson tried to get into Beyond the Bell last year and this summer. No luck. If we want families to come to our schools, we need to offer an after-school program for everyone, not just for first priority students who are the homeless, low income, or English language learners. Fremont and Hayward have Adventure Time extended care. Newark has a free after-school care called Think Care. Why can't New Haven provide the same and not just a wait list? We know that homes in our area are over 1 million. This forces both parents to work. If new families with young children look at New Haven and see the Beyond the Bell wait list, it would push Union City out of the running. Something needs to be done. I talked to the program manager of Beyond the Bell, and she stated no one wants to work for us for the 2 hours a day, 5 days a week for $18 to $20 an hour that the positions require. On EdJoin, there are presently 18 positions open for the Beyond the Bell program for 24-25. That's why there's a wait list. So maybe use the paras already assigned to our schools and extend their hours. Maybe work with Ohlone or Chabot and partner with their early childhood development programs and get students to work for pay and college credit. Maybe our incoming interns and student teachers who are already at those sites, have them cover those additional 2 hours so we fill that need. Do these ideas cost money? Probably, but it will pay off in the long run if these families buy into the New Haven education system early. I believe that there are many options that no one has looked into because the need doesn't seem pressing. But believe me, it is. With our dropping enrollment, this is something that needs to be addressed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, is there any speakers on Zoom? No speakers? Okay, moving on. Okay, how about any speakers for items that are on the agenda?
No blue cards.
Okay, moving on. Okay, we are now on president's reports. I do not see anyone from CSEA, but I do see NHTA, President Joe Angeles.
Good evening, President Gonzalez, Vice President Kumar, trustees, Dr. Thompson, staff in the gallery, as well as at home and listening through YouTube. And it gives me really a great pleasure to come here tonight. Obviously, it's the last board meeting for me for the school year. So it's great to be here with some good news. As you may have heard, we have ratified the TA contract that was worked on by us, the district team, and it was approved in a big way. So it shows the appreciation of our members of the work that we did together. And I say that out loud because obviously the conversation has not always been as open as collaborative as it has been this past couple of years on the last 2 contracts. But I did want to say that on this one is really changing of the era. I think many of you may know that some of the items that we discussed in the bargaining contract was areas that have always been kind of put to the side. In particular, class size reduction, and then more recently, the special ed service area. And I think the contract you have before you for your consideration addresses those issues that's been really needed to be talked about and discussed and kind of figure out ways to get over some of the historic kind of features of some programs that kind of limit our work in that area. And I really say that because I think this contract kind of shows what the district has been done and the new era of the conversation with district and staff who serve and deliver that program. It's a great place. I think the fact that now we have addressed class sizes, which is a big apparent to us as well as the community, is now on a scheduled conversation to progress. The compensation thing, which has always been a thing, has been heard and listened to in terms of what's the best way to keep that going for our teachers here. But I think, again, the most important thing is the conversation has really changed. And I think that's the most important thing as we want to be a progressive district, progressive in conversations, and more importantly, progressive in service. So with that in mind, I want to say thank you to each of you, because I know as much as you weren't on direct conversations with us in those meetings and contracts, but I know you're involved in understanding how we can move forward. So with that in mind, I want to thank you and wish you well in the summer break and look forward to next year. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, now we're going to go to our public hearing. So the board will now hold a public hearing to allow members of the community the opportunity to comment on the district's proposal to begin successor contract negotiations with the California School Employees Association before the board takes action to approve this proposal later in the agenda. So the public hearing is now open. Okay, are there any speakers?
We had no speakers for
Okay.
the public. Hearing.
The public hearing for this item is now closed. We will now go to items for the board and the superintendent. So I'm going to go to the right and work my way to the left. So Trustee Hernandez.
Thank you so much. I was able to attend CCHS's graduation on Monday yesterday. It was a beautiful celebration. I really appreciated being able to witness our class this year graduate. And that's all I have for notes. Thank you.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Trustee Nishihara.
Yep, today I attended the New Haven Schools Foundation's Pathways to Success Scholarship Awards event. It was outstanding. There was, it took a long time just because there were so many graduates. And I think it was, you know, I have a relative amount of patience for that because I know it's for a good reason. But the foundation awarded more than $240,000 worth of scholarships, which is remarkable considering when I first joined the foundation in 2015, I think it was like 75,000, I think it was. So we've grown quite a bit. Very excited about that. The program was really well executed. You can see that it's actually improving every year that they do it. It was held at there was a lunch at the pavilion and a very short lunch just so that everybody could mix and sponsors could meet their students. And then there was an official awards ceremony in the Performing Arts Center. That was really well done. And then very shortly after that, we attended the Hillview Crest Elementary Makerspace ribbon cutting. It was a great event for a great space, and I'm sure the community is very, very happy about that. And then shortly after that, we met our new administrators that came into. We had a meet and greet here in the office, and then we're at this meeting. So today was a very action-packed day today, from the beginning to the end, and I'm looking forward to the day being over. So thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Rafe.
It's a very exciting month because a lot of celebrations happening. I had the opportunity to attend special ed event at Logan High School where like all the schools of our Fremont, FUSD, and Newark Unified School District, they were there, elementary, middle, and high schoolers. And there were lots of events, and the children and families were really having a great time. And I too attended the scholarship event today as Trustee Nishihara did. And my daughter, she's a graduate in class this year, so it's even more exciting for me. And and also I attended the convocation where which was like last Thursday, I think. And there around about 801 students are graduating, I believe, this year from Logan High School, and out of them, 398 were the one who were who got all the honors, who were the honor students. And also like the teachers' grants, they were given by New Haven Unified School District, NHSF, New Haven Schools Foundation. About over $150,000 were given to teachers for a lot of stuff that is done in our school district. So that's all for now. Thank you.
Thank you. Vice President Kumar?
So I attended the honors convocation last week, and just like Trustee Nishihira, today has been a very long and busy day. So I will cut, copy, paste whatever Trustee Nishihira shared. I'd just like to add that it is the end of the academic year. I'm a teacher, so teachers, I feel what you feel. I hope you had a great year. Thank you for everything and have a great summer.
Yeah, so starting off with last night, I did go to the CCHS graduation. It was an honor to be up there. In attendance was a former student trustee, Sunny Goodman. It was great to see her graduate, walk through the stage. And then also our current student trustee, Daniel Perez, he received 2 awards or certificates. So it was great being there. Nice and small, quaint graduation as opposed to this Saturday, the big ones coming. I just overall, as our district is winding down, students, teachers, finishing off the year, I thought it was a great year, an amazing year. A couple of hiccups throughout the year, nothing major, but we're rolling smooth. We're rolling on 8 cylinders, and really a great school year. And in my own personal life, this has been one of the best years of my teaching and in my teaching career. The highlight for me today was a student came up to me. He's only been in the United States for a couple months, but he comes up to me and he's my student, and he goes, "Were you at the graduation last night? My uncle graduated up there." He goes, "You're famous. You're popular. Yeah, you were in a suit. You were up there." And then so his just to see him animated and see like you have another job on top of this one was a highlight of my day. So I'm glad his family is part of the New Haven family. That concludes my report. So Superintendent, I'll go ahead and turn to you.
All right, well, the highlights are the theme, and there are so many. It's my favorite time of year, and I'll just touch on a couple. First of all, I would like to thank NHTA and President Angeles for their work to get a good deal done for NHTA and the district. Their team was prepared. They worked hard. They were. It was a great effort by their team and to put things together, and we really appreciate that approach, and we got a good deal from it. So thank you, President Angeles, for that. I'd like to thank the personnel department too. We had a great event last week, Cheers for the Years, where we had our employees of the year, our retirees, our employees reaching years of service milestones, all there, and it was just a great way to felt like that was sending people off in the summer in a great way. So thanks to Derek and his team for that. Let's see. And then today we had a student panel. So, boy, I'm always amazed at our students. Trustee Rafai's daughter, Fatima, was there, and it was, tell you, for any parents out there or any students out there who are wondering about high school and what they need to do to get through high school if they want to go to college, you have to watch this video. It'll be out on all of our normal sites. I'll put it in my Friday update as well. But I wish I had this information when I was a parent. I wish I had that information when I was a high school kid. It would have helped me, help my kids, and help me when, again, in my journey, had I known what I heard today. So our kids are amazing. And that is I think all counselors should just have that queued up and ready to go for any parents wondering about what to do at Logan. How many AP classes? Should I take the SAT? All kinds of great information that they shared today. So that I appreciate all of them for that. And finally, it is classified in school classified employee week. And I'd like to thank all of our classified employees for everything they do. All of these end of the year events are basically put together and organized by our classified employees, and they really shine this time of year and often don't get the credit they deserve. So I want to thank all of them, and that's it.
Thank you. Okay, next is a informational item. This is 11.2 is the California State Employees Association initial proposal to the New Haven Unified School District. Is Mr. McNamara gonna report on that?
There's nothing to report.
There's
It's
not a
just for public information.
Okay,
that's
just
all.
public information. Okay. Moving on to committee reports. Our first one is the Finance, Technology and Facilities Committee. We are meeting next Tuesday. We're gonna have our meeting, so that is ours. 12.2 report. This is Communication and Advocacy Committee. Vice President Kumar.
We're going to be meeting June 13th at 4 p.m.
Okay. And then our policy committee, we're not meeting until next school year, September 3rd. Are there any other committee reports? Okay, Trustee Nishera.
I'll report out on the New Haven Schools Foundation. The foundation board had their meeting just this last Monday. There wasn't really a lot of discussion or action at this point. There was feedback from New Haven Day and from the Fun Run outcome, and the board across the entire foundation board recognized Vice President Kumar for the amount of heroic effort that she put into making the Fun Run a great success. And it was, I think, twice the number of roughly twice the number of participants that we've had in years past. So we, I think she might be finding herself in charge of it again in the following year. As far as we talked about the classroom grants and the awards feedback, and then just some other like board business, like the board will be putting together a new list of officers for next year. But other than that, not a whole lot to report for the public.
Are there any other reports? No. Okay. Next are the action items, and I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Vice President Kumar to preside over the meeting.
Thank you, President Gonzalez. All right, we're moving on to action items. We'll start with item 13.1. May I have a volunteer to read out resolution number 072-2324, Pride Month, June 2024? Trustee Rafay.
Whereas on June 27, 1969, the New York City Police Department raided the Stonewall Inn, a bar that was frequented by members of the lesbian, gay, bisexual, queer, and questioning intersex, pansexual, two-spirit, and asexual community. And whereas Marsha B. Johnson, a Black transgender woman, was an instrumental leader in the Stonewall Inn uprising, and we honor her contribution to the LGBTQIA+ rights movement. And we must also honor the intersectionality of LGBTQIA+ persons of color who still face heightened discrimination to this day. And whereas we acknowledge that Pride Month intersects with the Black liberation celebration known as Juneteenth, and that is important to remember that Pride started as a defense of Black queer people 104 years after Juneteenth. And whereas the Stonewall riots marked the beginning of the liberation movement that transformed the oppression of lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and questioning intersex, pansexual, two-spirit, asexual people into calls of pride and action. And whereas the resistance led to the LGBTQIP2SA movement in America, and Pride Month, where we commemorate the events of June 1969 and commit to achieving equal justice under the law of law for LGBTQIA plus Americans. And whereas all children and youth should be able to attend school in a safe and inclusive environment, free from discrimination, and civil rights law contribute to such environments. And whereas the lack of awareness and understanding of issues facing LGBTQIA plus children and youth has contributed to higher rates of school dropout, academic failure, and school disengagement. And whereas education regarding LGBTQIA plus issues increases understanding and cultivates respect for LGBTQIA plus youth. And whereas harassment and bullying policies that specifically mention sexual orientation, gender identity, and gender expression are associated with students feeling safe, lower levels of bullying, decrease in incidents for harassment related to sexual orientation, increased teacher-staff intervention, and a greater reporting of incidents. And whereas the rainbow flag, also known as the LGBTQIA plus pride flag, serves as a symbol of lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and questioning intersex, pansexual, two-spirit, and asexual pride, and the LGBTQIA plus social movement. And whereas flying the rainbow flag throughout June further symbolizes the district's celebration of diversity and support for the LGBTQIA plus community. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the New Haven Unified School District recognizes the month of June as LGBTQIP2SA Pride Month to inspire equity, create alliances, celebrate diversity, and establish a safe environment in our schools and community. And therefore, be it also resolved that the New Haven Unified School District shall raise the rainbow pride flag over each school site and district location during the June to honor and recognize LGBTQIP2SA Pride Month. These passed and adopted by the Governing Board of Education of the New Haven Unified School District, County of Alameda, this 21st day of May 2024 by the following votes.
Thank you, trustee Rafay. May I have a motion and second to approve resolution number 072-2324, Pride Month, June 2024?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Abstentions? Motion carries. Moving on to item 13.2. May I have a motion and second to approve the district's initial proposal to begin successor contract negotiations with the California School Employees Association?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Abstentions? Motion carries. Item 13.3, may I have a motion and second to approve the adoption of Teach Town Encore core curriculum for 11th and 12th grade students with moderate and severe disabilities?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Abstentions? Motion carries. Moving on to item 13.4, may I have a motion and second to approve an agreement with U Consulting LLC for 2023-24, 2024-25?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor, say aye. Opposed, say nay. Abstentions? Motion carries. Item 13.5, may I have a motion and second to approve a memorandum of understanding with Cherie Spivey, LEP for 2023-24, 2024-25?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Abstentions? Motion carries. Item 13.6, may I have a motion and second to approve a memorandum of understanding with Speech Therapy and Accent Group, Inc. for 2023-24, 2024-25?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Abstentions? Motion carries. Item 13.7. May I have a motion and second to approve resolution number 0712324, award bid for district-wide video surveillance security systems project.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, say nay. Abstentions? Motion carries. We're moving on to item 14. Are there any items from the consent agenda that any board members would like to pull for a separate vote? All right, seeing none, may I have a motion and second to approve items 14.1 through 14.26?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Abstentions? Motion carries. Moving on to item 15. Since there was nothing removed from consent agenda, we can move on to item 16. Back to you, President Gonzalez.
Thank you, Vice President Kumar. Okay, so we are on the assessment of governance procedure and protocols. Any comments? Okay, hearing none, we'll go ahead and move on. Board consensus. Are there any requests from the board? Are any inquiries on board requests? Okay, hearing none, we'll continue to move on. And that concludes our agenda for tonight. Record time. Okay, so I'll go ahead and call this meeting at 7:01. We are adjourned. Great organ.
Thank you.
Thank you.